Have you ever noticed that Christians seem to really hate each other online? If you go to any worship video on YouTube, you're gonna find a comment section filled with Christians at each other's throats arguing if the worship leader should be wearing ripped jeans at his knee or not. If you find a testimony video of someone saying they gave their life to the Lord, you're gonna find a bunch of Christians arguing over what denomination he should be part of next. Whether Jesus is going to come back pre or post tribulation. Did Judas go to heaven or hell? In reality, none of that makes any relevance to my Christian walk or their Christian walk at all. If you're living a Christian lifestyle where you're ready at any point in time, it doesn't matter what time Jesus comes back, pre or post tribulation. If you're walking in righteousness, you're good to go, whether he comes back before or after. And with Judas, I mean, if he's in heaven, then awesome. But if he's not, once again, how does that make any difference in my Christian walk or your Christian walk? But yet, we'll see Christians arguing about this stuff for hours online. And what's most concerning about these conversations online is that other people can see our conversations. As a believer, I am discouraged when I see people at each other's necks, at each other's throats, arguing over something that I know makes no difference at all. And that's for me, a believer. I'm discouraged. How much more are people who are not believers, that are from the outside looking in? How about we act as if all of our conversations towards each other are actually seen by other people? Because they are, because it's the internet. John 13:35 says that people will know we are his disciples by our love for one another. And when you're not loving one another, it's kind of hard for people to know that you're a disciple. And if they do know that you're a disciple because you have marked on your Facebook you're a Christian, how bad are you making us all look right now because you just called your aunt a Pharisee? This kind of stuff gets annoying because there are verses in the Bible that tell us that we should not be wasting our time on this kind of stuff. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verses 23 to 24, again I say, don't get involved in foolish, ignorant arguments that only start fights. A servant of the Lord does not quarrel, but must be kind to everyone, even those who you disagree with. Be able to teach and be patient with difficult people. And I understand there's a difference between debating and arguing. The way you're gonna know whether it's a debate or an argument is if it results in, like I said earlier, mean comments where you result to calling each other names. So just realize that you don't always need to give your opinion for every single thing you disagree on. But if you actually want to debate someone, whether they're just flat or round, and you want to use facts to back up your opinion, go ahead and do so. But also use discernment and realize when the conversation is going nowhere. What I'm seeing online right now, and I'm preaching to myself, is a lot of people who are casting their pearls before swine, and they're arguing with people for hours, and it's resulted in a bunch of nothing. So please do everyone a favor. Use your discernment, whether the conversation is going anywhere, because if it's not, you can be the bigger person and you can end the conversation. As Christians, we have this basic understanding that yes, we need to represent Jesus wherever we go. At our workplace, at our school, when we're with our friends, we need to be a good representation of Jesus. But for some reason, we think that that doesn't apply to social media. Social media is a platform that everybody sees. It's a representation of your life. What you're posting, what you're commenting, what you're liking. Everyone can see all of that on social media. Sorry if I sound like I'm ranting. I'm trying not to rant. It's just that I think Christians could do a way better job at representing Christ online. And I just see on every single Christian video I go on, there's always some sort of negative comments, some sort of argument. And so I just wanted to make this video letting you guys know that you're better than that and we could do a way better job in the Christian community. What would happen if all of a sudden we were known as the people who loved each other online? And keep this in mind, guys, you have a way higher chance at coming to a peaceful resolution if you direct message that person and you do it in love as opposed to commenting on their post for everyone to see, because automatically as humans we want to get defensive. And so when you accuse me of something or you say something that I disagree with and it's on a comment board, I feel like I need to defend myself because all of my followers are seeing it, and if I don't defend myself then I'm gonna look bad. But if you direct message someone, it's private, it's between you and that person, and you could say it in love. If someone comments something mean, you could just say, God bless you, and leave it at that. That's probably my number one go-to. If I don't want to get into debate with someone, God bless you, heart, then leave it. Something like this happened to me recently where someone decided to start commenting on all of my photos, telling me that I was, well, let me just read it for you. Shayla, you dress like a whore, and not a godly woman should dress. I can also see that you're using Snapchat to turn yourself into a half animal, half human, like a Bamafet. You need help. And so I private messaged her and I said, hey, so-and-so, I noticed you left some comments on my photo. So my question to you is, what photos do you think I should take down? Because I'm open to constructive criticism. I'm willing to take down any photos that you think are immodest. This is how you can tell if someone actually wants to help you or if they're just being an internet troll. If they respond to your private message, then maybe they actually want to help you. If they continue commenting mean things on your photo, you need to block and delete them. And I think you can guess which one she did. With all that being said, guys, I want to end this video with a challenge. And it's a challenge that I've taken up for myself. The Bible says that when your enemies hate you, you should just go ahead and love on them, because when you do that, it's like pouring a hot coal on their head. So what I would like to say is, instead of trolling them by commenting mean things back, why don't you troll them by loving on them? And what I've decided to do is I've decided to start sending them money. That lady who called me a whore and a Baphomet, I sent her $50 and I said, here's enough money for you and your husband to buy each other a nice steak dinner and enjoy a night out. I see that you have a beautiful family. God bless you. So you don't have to send $50. You don't have to send, $100. Maybe you just offer to buy them a coffee. Say, hey, I see we're disagreeing here. You know what? I want to end this conversation with giving you $5 because I want to buy your next coffee. We live in a digital age that you can send $5 like that over the internet. We can do a way better job as Christians of representing Jesus online. So I'm preaching to myself. I haven't always been the best. I'm getting better at it. And I just want this to encourage other people to do a better job of representing him. And you don't always need to share your opinion online if it's gonna end up resulting in a frivolous debate. And make sure that you guys are speaking in love towards one another. It looks like, as of right now, Christians hate each other online, and that is not the representation I want us to give, pointing towards Jesus. With that being said, I hope you guys take the challenge and that you begin to bless other people when they hate on you, and you put your money where your mouth is and start buying people coffee or however much the Holy Spirit tells you to give that person. Love you guys. Bye. And that $50 I tried to send her, she told me I should buy modest clothes with it. Well, guess what? I did. It's past my knee.